Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about chapter number 13, Organism and Population. The organism and population we are going to study under the branch of ecology. So this is the branch of biology in which we study about the relationship between organisms and their physical and biological environment. We are going to discuss here about the various levels of organization in ecology. First, there is organisms. Organisms make population. Population makes community. Different communities, when combined together, then they form the ecosystem. And large number of ecosystem, when joined together, then they form the biosphere. So here, certain environmental conditions, they are responsible to make different habitats for the organism or different major biomes. So annual variation in the intensity and duration of temperature and precipitation are responsible for the formation of major biomes. Here there is a list of certain major biomes: Arctic and alpine tundra, coniferous forest, temperate forest, grasslands, tropical forest, and desert. Here certain abiotic factors, they are responsible to form the biomes. Most important are temperature. The physiological function and geographical distribution of organisms is governed by temperature. Temperature affects the kinetics of enzymes, basal metabolic rate, and other physiological actions in organisms. Organisms, on the basis of temperature, they are euthermal. A few organisms which can tolerate wide range of temperature, they are called euthermal organisms, while many organisms which can tolerate narrow range of temperature, they are called stenothermal organisms. The second factor, important factor, that is the water. The productivity and distribution, that it totally depends on water. For aquatic organisms, chemical composition, pH, salinity and temperature of water, that is important. Organisms on the basis of water content, they are also euryhaline and stenohaline. Euryhaline, the organisms which can tolerate wide range of salinity, are called euryhaline organisms, while the organisms which can tolerate narrow range of salinity, they are called stenohaline organisms. The another important factor, that is light. For abiotic factor, which the autotrophs prepare their food in presence of photosynthesis. Pseuophytes, small herbivorous plants and some shrubs, live under the canopy. Forest trees are adapted to photosynthesis under very low light intensity. These are called sciophytes. Animals use the seasonal variation in the light intensity and photoperiod as cues for timing for forage, reproduction and migration. The distribution of red, green and brown algae at different depths of water depend on the light. Red algae can live in very deep water, so very narrow range of spectrum that is required by these red algae to prepare their food. The another important factor, that is the soil. Nature and properties of soil depends of climate. Weathering process means which type of weather conditions they are responsible to form that particular type of soil, like alluvial soil, clay soil, sandy soil. The physical and chemical properties of soil determine the types of plants that can grow in a particular habitat. So the characteristics of bottom sediments of aquatic environments determine type of benthic animal, where they live, that can live there.